Okay, are you guys ready for another episode? Because I'm totally ready. Let's do this. Hi, guys. Welcome to Just a Small Cap. If you're new here, welcome. I'm your host, Oz. And if you're a regular, welcome back. You know the drill. The only thing filtered here is our coffee. We have a lot to talk about this week because I haven't been doing this in 3 weeks now. I've gathered information. If you can hear birds behind me, I'm literally filming this in my bedroom. And there is a nest right outside my window. So, fun time. So, if you hear birds chirping, that is the reason why. Okay, back to actually the pod. I've been so busy. I've been to New York and back. Literally went there for 6 days. It was so hectic. I did so many things. Like I literally went to a basketball game. I went over the Brooklyn Bridge. I tried crumble cookie. It was absolutely disgusting. Um I did like a whole bunch of things. But it was like really intense. I even went to a Aussie pub, which is insane. Like why would I go to an Aussie pub in America? Like it's so weird. But anyways, yes, I did that. But like my whole trip was so fun and exciting, and I didn't want to come back, not gonna lie. Love my friends and family here, I really do, but I think the independence that I felt while I was there is like unmatched. It's truly one of the benefits of solo traveling, and if anybody has the option to do that, I recommend it. Like I haven't really been anywhere else solo. I think if I went to like Europe or I don't know, like did like an Asia tour or something, I'd feel even more independent. But this is my second time going to New York. The first time I went was for 10 days, and I have never felt more alive and more comfortable in my skin till I went there. The people there are so lovely, and I know this is not everyone's experience, but when I was there by myself for 10 days, I experienced the most amazing things. I loved how open people were and receptive people were. And when someone saw me sitting by myself at a restaurant, the person next to me would just like strike up a conversation with me and talk to me, or give me even the most simplest compliment. And I appreciated that because it's not something that's common here in Sydney. Um, I think in Sydney we're very standoffish and we're very cliquey, and we just don't like to talk to other people that we just don't know. And I've made it a habit in Sydney to actually go out of my way and compliment people and to talk to people, even if it's at a coffee shop or at a restaurant, or like even talking to the waiter and like asking how their day is, or I don't know, if somebody is dressed so nicely, I'm usually like, hey, like I love your outfit. It's just those small things that you can do that really makes a huge difference. Um, and that's like the one thing that I love about New York is how open people are, and people are so like authentically themselves. Like I just love how they're unapologetically themselves. That's like my biggest thing. And honestly, this time round, I felt even more creative. I was like, okay, like I'm coming back with a creative mindset, back to Australia, back to Sydney, back to my 9 to 5 with an even better mindset. I feel so refreshed. I really do. And New York is not for everyone. It's a busy city. It is full on. It has a lot of people in it. And there's a lot of things happening at all times. It can be a scary place if you don't know where the hell you are and what you're doing. But I love that electrifying feeling every single time. And I've spoken to like my best friend, Mirai, and her and I, we went to a rooftop bar, and I remember the skyline being behind me. And I said to her, I was like, I literally cannot turn around right now and look at that skyline because it was our last night. And I said to her, I was like, if I turn around and look at the skyline, I will literally cry. because I just know that I'm gonna miss it so much. I feel like you can be so connected to certain places in your life, and New York is one of them for me. I've imagined going there since I was like 14. And yeah, when I went by myself like 2 years ago, exactly 2 years ago, actually, I was mesmerized by the city. Obviously, this time around when I went, I think I realized a lot more um, of the negative things in a way. I think my eyes were just a little bit more open, and I think politically, obviously, I don't agree with America's politics, but I just saw a lot of things that I was a bit concerned about, um, and just didn't feel right with me, especially like seeing the homeless, seeing how people are really struggling to make it in New York. Everything is really expensive. So I think like what was Jaden Smith saying? The um, the the economy and the political something of the world right now. He was like, oh, why don't we focus on that? That's what I feel like right now. Like, who cares, right? Who cares about like pop culture? Let's just talk about like how the world is going. Crap. It really is. It's going to absolute shit. But um, yeah, I don't know. This time around, I saw a little bit more of the negative part of it, but still, I love New York so much, and um, people can say whatever the hell they want. But I think from a creative point of view, I've like learnt and seen so much that I'm so inspired, and I can't wait to go back, even if it's just for a holiday and I don't actually end up living there. It's so weird because I was telling this to like my other friends when I was solo traveling in New York. A lot of people, a lot of the locals that I would speak to were like, "Where are you from?" And I thought that they would know where I'm from because I sound Aussie. I thought I sounded Australian. Apparently not. And they were like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Where do you think I'm from?" And I had several people say, "Are you from Brooklyn?" And that is like one thing that stuck to me because I'm like, do I look like someone from Brooklyn? Like, what the hell does that even mean? I never got to go to Brooklyn by myself. And this time around, when I went to Brooklyn, I fell in love with the place, and I was like, wow, okay, like that was a compliment. If people said that I came from Brooklyn, like that must be a compliment because wow, like it's so pretty. And I just fell in love with Brooklyn. I was like, wow, if I come back again, I'm looking for an Airbnb around here and I'm staying for a while because it was just so peaceful and I loved it. Um yeah, honestly. That was like it was a really, really good trip. I didn't shop, which is a shocker to a lot of people because a lot of people were like expecting me to like shop and spend a lot of money. I did not do that. Um it is crazy expensive. Plus, they have everything that is like winter, and it is boiling hot in Australia right now and it's just spring. So I didn't want to just like clog up my luggage with unnecessary garments. Like it just didn't make any sense. I could literally buy the same exact thing in Australia when the time comes. So that was really that. Oh, right. I met some Americans on that trip as well. The sweetest people ever. Okay, let me get their names right. So there was Iris, Luke, and Alex. Am I missing anybody else? Shout out to them. I don't know. They probably won't listen to this podcast. That is fine. They were the sweetest human beings ever. They were Olivia's friend, and Olivia is the girl that traveled with Mireille to South America, and I met them there. They're both Aussie. Um, and yeah, Olivia's friends was so great. I did like a full American accent, and they were very, very impressed. And I was like, "Slay, okay, cool." Um, but yeah, that was like really good. And yeah, that was so sweet. Um, so shout out to them for making the 24 hours that I spent with them incredible. We had like bagels together and we drank together and it was like so fun. I love them. Hopefully I get to see them soon on another trip because it was so fun to hang out with. What else? Honestly, New York is just New York. It's amazing, honestly. I recommend it to anybody. Um, for the people that love the city lifestyle. If you don't like the city and you're all about the nature, don't go to New York because you're going to be heavily disappointed. But if you love the hustle, the bustle, walking fast, God, that was such an ick on my trip. Oh my God, I hate slow walkers. And I'm somebody that obeys the rules of walking. If you need to look on your phone, this goes for the subway as well, or even in Australia, like on the trains, please move out of the way so people can get in and out comfortably, right? I just feel like people don't get it and it pisses me off. It's like got to be the most annoying thing on earth. I really had to get that off my chest because I nearly fell backwards when I was like waiting for my friends to get on the subway, and I nearly fell because they just were not moving when the subway doors opened, and I just got really annoyed by that. And I was like, oh, like, why are you guys like this? But, anyways, that was that. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about New York because I miss it so much. On to the next topic. Um, I actually filmed a lot of content for my styling account, which helped me a lot. It was really beneficial, so I'm really happy with that. At least I have content for my fashion page, which is really, really good as well. So if you're into fashion and if you're into me just like shit talking and posting, go to rose.styling. Rose with a Z. It should be in the bio for you to go check it out. I'm also upset that I'm missing out on Halloween in America because while we were there, people were already setting up their Halloween stuff, and I'm so annoyed that I got to miss it again. I always go in like autumn and I miss it like every single time. I should just like extend my trip. I don't know why I don't. Um, I was thinking about filming like an Halloween episode this month, but I just don't have the time. I might just do one where I'm dressed up as like a vampire or something. And see if anybody wants to join me. That'd be fun. Totes. I would love that. That'd be really cool. Okay. All right. This is like something super exciting that is happening in our social media space. Let me just like quickly talk about this because I'm super excited. King Kylie, you guys, King Kylie is back. Now, this is very niche. Okay. I don't know if everybody's going to relate to me about this because not everyone likes the Kardashians. I'm definitely not a big Kardashian fan. I have like some of their stuff. I saw Kim in person. She's absolutely gorgeous. This was right after she had North, and she is absolutely stunning. She was really, really pretty. I saw her at Parramatta. Like, remember when Parramatta used to do celebrity meetups, meet and greets? That was such an insane time. But yes, I saw Kim then. I remember Kendall and Kylie also coming to Parramatta to promote their Forever New collection. Um, that was a crazy era, far out. But yes, so I didn't see Kendall or Kylie in person, but I can imagine they're gorgeous as well. But the King Kylie era in 2016 was the era. I don't think people understand the impact it really had on teenage me and so many other girls. Like, we were thriving in that era. We didn't have responsibilities. We didn't like care about what other people thought. I literally was like, I'm a misfit. Like, there was a group called the Misfits by Jaden Smith. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. God, it's so niche. Like, it really is. There was a Misfits, and that was like Stassi Baby that everybody knows. Kylie, Jordan Woods, Jaden Smith, his sister Willow. There was like other Disney actors in that. Oh, if I could only just remember their names. Anyway, they were in that group, and I would literally draw that symbol, the misfit symbol, on my arm. I remember it looked like a plug, and I remember I remember Marianne and we would walk around school wearing that stupid plug logo on us, thinking we were so cool. And the Misfits had music, like Jaden Smith would come out with music for the Misfits. And I thought I was top shit. Like, I thought I was the coolest human being on earth. It was so funny. Anyway, so yes, the King Kylie era during that time was like such a big deal. Like everything that she did was a trend, and I remember she was like the sickest human being to me. I was like, "Oh my God, I want to be her when I grow up." I wanted the teal hair. I wanted her eyebrows. I wanted her eyelashes. Like I wanted everything. The Cartier bracelets. Like she was the footprint for so many trends. Um and even now she sets a lot of trends, like the clean girl trend. She's like killing it. Like good for her. Like I don't follow her as extensively now, but back in the day I was thriving. God, 2016. No one could stop me. I remember when she came out with that music video. Oh, not even a music video. What was it? Like to introduce her lip glosses with those models. Um, and she just did one now, kind of like reviving her King Kylie era and launching like the 10-year anniversary of King Kylie. And she just did a song with Tara Jr., Fourth Strike. And you know what? The song might not be like Adele level, okay? We're not expecting Adele level songs here, but it's a good song to just like bump in the car. Like I'm literally about to pick up Alex in like a few hours and I'm pumping that shit in the car. Like I love that song. And I don't know what it is. I think it's really nostalgic to me and I'm like I want to throw it back to that song. Like it's so good. I love it. I love it so much. I love the fact that she's trying to bring this era back. Here's the thing, does it feel authentic? No. Love you, Kylie, but it doesn't feel authentic. She's not a teenager anymore. She's not 15. So it's like, well, she's growing and she's grown. Um, and she's literally hitting 30, but it's just fun. And I think a lot of people are really harsh and they're like, oh, but Kylie is not like the best singer. And it's like, well, she wasn't going up for the Grammys. Like, who cares? She's just living life. If I had her money and her looks, I would totally do the same thing. Are you kidding me? Like, I think people take things way too seriously. There was one post that people were like, um, oh, I don't care about like the King Kylie era. I'm just trying to like, I don't care about the King Kylie era and her makeup launch. I'm just trying to get like food on my plate or whatever. And it's like, okay, cool. We understand the struggle in the world, but you can also have fun and people out there still are making money and they can afford these things. So why are we like shitting on other people for literally living their best life? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't correlate to me. I don't get it. Like I'm not the richest human being on earth. I don't claim to be, but I could also appreciate fun things and still appreciate nostalgic things and you know, I'm not going to buy the collection. It looks very enticing, but I'm not going to buy it. But I'm like living for it. I'm like, go Kylie, go. Like, let's live it up. You know? It's just people are so miserable. I literally can't like stand it. Okay, so Kim K also on the topic of the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian did a podcast episode with Call Her Daddy. And I just want to touch on this really quickly because as much as I am not the biggest fan of Kim, I do like Skims. I will give her that. Skims is a really nice brand. It's kind of upsetting to know, like, human to human, I really feel for her because Kanye not being a good father is like the most heartbreaking thing. And I know Kanye has been like suffering for like years with his bipolar, and I can't imagine how hard that is on his family and like Kim and the kids. And it must be really difficult to deal with a partner and someone that's supposed to be a father that has like extreme bipolar issues and mental health issues. And he's refusing to take his medication and whatnot, and he's being like crazy out in public. Um, where was I going with this? Sorry, I just like went on a tangent, but I really feel for her. And when she said that Kanye was really not speaking to the kids, um, he hasn't spoken to the kids in months. that really broke my heart because no one deserves that type of treatment, especially kids. So I feel really, really badly for her, and she was really trying to protect Kanye. I think she still has a lot of love for him. I think she is a lover girl and she like holds on to the past, and I think she's really like grieving what Kanye or who Kanye was really. And it's upsetting as a fan, or used to be a fan of Kanye, but it's like upsetting because like when you see the clear difference between like when I was in high school listening to Kanye, I loved him. I loved every single record he came out with. And then like seeing him now, I'm like, who is this person? It's like two different people and you're just like, what the hell happened? But I guess this is a lesson for everyone that celebrities are just like not who we think they are and they can really hide who they are and not to really trust them at face value because yeah, it just sucks. I think Kanye like doing like really obscene stuff with like putting, you know, the Nazi symbol on a t-shirt and selling that, like stuff like that, that's like crazy. And no support there whatsoever. It's insane. Um I'm one of those people that like to separate the art from the artist. Um but it's hard with Kanye, man. It's just it doesn't help, especially with his like new documentary that he came out with. I'm like, how does anybody defend you? Like he's literally yelling at Chris Jenner for ruining his mental health and refusing to medicate himself, and like it's like how like it's really really difficult. I have no words. His documentary, I didn't watch it. I don't think I will. I don't want to give it the support. It's just from the clips that I've seen, like seeing Kim cry and seeing like his, you know, his cousin crying, like Kanye's cousin crying, being like, you need help. And he's literally like refusing to get any help is really sad. Like Kanye really shot himself in the foot with that. I think he thought it's going to make everyone like him. But I think people really saw his true face and they were like, absolutely the hell not. Like, you need help, dude. So that's really that. Okay, next thing I want to talk about. Um, honestly, I might even butcher his last name. Ed Gein? I hope I didn't butcher his last name. Um, he he is a really famous serial killer, which I'm going to talk about. A documentary series came out about him on Netflix. Charlie Hunnam. I'm really bad with names. Charlie Hunnam. He plays the lead. He is so good looking. He was in that TV show. What was that TV show called? It was like with those what are they called? The like bikies. Um he was in that and yeah, he was super good looking. God, he's a good looking man. He's a fine man. He plays the lead in this documentary series. It's a docu what are they called? Docu TV series on Netflix. A little bit of a background of who Ed was. So Ed was a convicted murderer and a body snatcher. So he digs up dead people and he had sexual relations with a lot of them. His crimes were committed in his hometown of Plainfield, Wisconsin in 1957. They discovered corpses from local graveyards and keepsakes from their bones and kins, which is really freaking gross. He also confessed in killing two women in 1954 and 1957. It was also believed he did all of this because he had severe psychosis. He was then found unfit to stand trial and confined to a mental health facility. In 1968, he was judged competent in trial and found guilty of the murder of Warden, which is one of the women he killed, and was found legally insane and remained in a psychiatric institution. Now, there's been a lot of backlash about this docu-series just because I think it look, I just started it, so I really can't say much, and I will once I actually like fully watch it. I think in the next episode I'll really digest into it because I love true crime and I love dissecting it and talking about it. So this is definitely up my alley. I will probably even do like true crime podcast episodes because I definitely love talking about it. I'm a bit sick in the head like that, but anyway. Um, and a lot of people are talking about this docu series because people are like, is this glorifying him and like humanizing his behavior and making us like him instead of hating him because he's done something really, really bad. Um, and a lot of people are comparing it to like the Menendez brothers, and like the Menendez brothers also got a lot of hate because it really sexualized the brothers and it was like trying to humanize them and make them like good. And like even with the Menendez brothers, there's a lot of talk about like, okay, they went through a lot with their parents, but it's like, did they have to like go and kill them? Like they could have just gone through the court system and like accuse them, like if they got like enough evidence and whatnot, they could have really done something about it. And it's like, okay, there's that side, and then there's the other side where it's like, well, these are two really young boys that went through a lot of trauma and they just decide to kill the parents. Like, I don't know. It's really fucking difficult. Anyways, that's that. But what I'm really talking about is Ed. I keep going on a tangent. Um, but yeah, like with Ed, I can't really say much right now because I really haven't watched it, but people are not liking it, which is really like upsetting. I really hope it's actually good, but if majority of people are saying that they didn't like it, they probably didn't like it. I mean, it's probably really not that good. So I will watch it. I'll give my full review soon. Um yeah, I don't want to like leave it up in the air with me just like talking about it like this. I actually really want to dissect it and talk about it. So next episode I definitely will. But I love true crime. Anybody that knows me knows I love true crime. God, I could even go to sleep to it. Like that's how psychotic I am. Um, I literally this website got shut down, but I remember on TikTok someone was like, "Oh, you can go on this website and look at um like crime scene photos." And honestly, I've always kind of wanted to dive into like detective work or go on crime scenes and like look at like a dead body and like be like, oh, okay, like what's going on here, and kind of just do like research. So, like, did I want to be a police officer? I don't know if I'm fit enough to be a police officer, but like something in like detective work, like I would have loved that. Um, but yeah, like I went on this website that was like crime scene photos, and I just remember seeing the most obscene things and being like, wow, that is so crazy. But like it's like, okay, I'm seeing it through a photo and like I'm feeling okay. I don't feel queasy, whatever. But like if I saw it in person, would I be reacting the same way? Probably not. I think in person, I think I would freak out. Like if I saw a dead body in front of me, I'd be like, I'm out. Like I don't want to do this anymore. Someone like come and get me. Um so yeah, I guess that's like a little dream that's never going to happen, which is fine. I'm cool with that. Because I don't know how, like I'm literally talking out of my ass. Like I don't know if I would actually be able to get on to like an active crime scene and look at like a half chopped body, for example. Like I would probably be traumatized for the rest of my life. But like that's why listening to true crime and listening to like documentaries and stuff, it really helps me, like kind of helps that side of me like be like, okay, cool, you got it out of your system, like you're good. You don't have to be on a crime scene, you don't have to be a police officer. um so yeah, that's really it about the documentary series on Netflix. As I said before, I will give my full verdict soon, in about 2 weeks. Okay, I want to talk about the Victoria's Secret show really quickly. um I don't know. Like, I wonder if people have watched it. If, like, my listeners have watched it. I loved it. I actually really loved it. Um, a lot of people are like, oh, it's still not good enough. And it's like, what is good enough to people? Like, I just don't understand. They're doing their best. I think we've forgotten that Epstein used to fund these shows. That's why they were so glamorous with the big Brazilian blowouts, the amazing lingerie, literally glitter runways, the big sets, the like accessories, everything, like the fantasy bra and stuff. Like this stuff was literally funded by Epstein. I think people forget that. And now that Epstein's long and gone, Victoria's Secret literally went into bankrupt. No billionaire is funding it anymore. So this year's Victoria's Secret show was funded by Amazon. That's why it was a little better. Um, I actually didn't mind it. Look, it is a big step from last year's show. God, last year was horrible. It was horrible. I think like the big models really tried to save it. Like Gigi and Bella did amazing. There was Tyra, which I don't care too much about. Um, was Candace? Candace was there last year. Like they really tried to revive it last year with those models, and it kind of fell flat. But this year they did their best. Okay, we didn't get a glitter runway because, as we know, a lot of people are environmentalists right now, and like people are all about saving our planet, which I'm all for as well. So they're not easy to break down and whatnot. So glitter was definitely not used, but like they still did well with what they had. So I'm super happy and super pleased with the Victoria's Secret show this year. It still has a long way to go. It definitely not is like it's not the top tier show. Like it was pretty average, but it was way better than last year. I kept my expectations low this year, but they did a pretty good job. Our Queen Bella, she looked really sick. I know she's going through Lyme disease at the moment. And she was literally in hospital like a few days ago. And yeah, she looked like she wasn't feeling her best, but she did an incredible job with the wings that they gave her, which were really, really heavy, apparently. And she's so thin as well. My God. Um, but yeah, that's really like it about Victoria's Secret. I really enjoyed it. I literally looking at all of their bodies, I'm like, I need to stop eating. Like, I need to work out ASAP because they're so gorgeous. That's one. But two, their bodies are insane. Oh my God, I just want to do like a Victoria's Secret workout. I mean, I don't want to promote ED or anything like that, but like I want to be healthy and I want to do the workout that they do because they look absolutely incredible. And whatever spray tan that they're using, they make me want to get like bronze. They're so pretty. I love them. Candace is my favorite. She literally looks like a real life Barbie doll. Man, like just to be like her, oh, she's so gorgeous. She's like like Adriana is like pretty as well. Like I love her, but like Adriana is like gorgeous. Like she's brunette, she's beautiful with those eyes and everything. She's absolutely stunning. But like there's something about Candace that like screams like a Barbie doll to me. And like I love that. She's just so, so gorgeous. Honestly, God, like wow. Um, but yeah, I feel like I really touched on everything in this episode. I actually forgot to like even say what I was drinking today, but that's because I'm not filming this in like a video format. So this is audio, but I'm literally having a cappuccino with two sugars. That's basically it. And whatever you had today, whatever you were drinking today with me, put it down in the comments below. I really want to know what you guys are having. I actually have like a few places on my list that I want to visit. I want to film a lot of content now. Now that I kind of know what direction I'm heading in with this podcast, and I want to go out and try some coffee shops. So if you guys have any coffee shops that you want me to go try and review, I want to film some videos and put them on my Instagram page. So that'll be fun. And yeah, that's really it. Wow, I made it a whole episode without even mentioning Joe Jonas. I'm so proud of myself. Well, I just mentioned him, whatever. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me in this episode. Hopefully, I'll catch you guys in the next one 2 weeks from now. I promise. And I promise it's going to be in video format. Love you guys. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.